happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible dreams. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams, and life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on the way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive.
Oh, Victor, my goodness, honey, I'm so happy. I should say. Oh, but you look good.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Victor.
You made 75.
Oh, I should have. Well, you did too.
You didn't make my big party yesterday. I was 84.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I don't think you.
Just getting old.
Yeah, well, you're just going to have to let me know ahead of time. Oh, I'm so glad you could come. Honestly, I only got a slight glance at you and I can't.
John is living in New York.
I think there's only reserved tables for the family. If the table says reserved, don't sit there. Just sit anywhere else.
Was that Marcy that was standing?
Yes, that's Marcy. Yeah. I think she's going to sit at Dolly. Not her day. It's just, I mean, we could put our
Happy birthday, Bobby.
Hi, Grandma.
And then all of a sudden you shout, right. Hi. They have a real big one at Branson.
How pretty.
I just feel
So important.
Well, honey, you should. You look important.
You look important, doll. Congratulations.
Just make your
Oh, that's a beautiful room. Beautiful room.
Oh, thank you for that part. Oh, Helen. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you did Jerry. You were so thank you.
I guess we should.
I guess you over here, Jerry. I'm so glad you did. This is a special thing. I got spoiled royally. I got loved by all. I remember.
I have to get in on this picture here.
Yeah,
Because we have so many happy memories of women from our childhood that we just are so happy you're all here. We just can't stand it.
There was never, you know, Hosanna's coming from
I
Florida.
know. I'm just so glad you're all here.
She's leaving tomorrow morning.
You know, did you anybody tell me? You remember me?
No.
I didn't. Did you tell Mom she was coming? I didn't tell her she was coming. Oh, no, what is she doing? She's walking in my house. Oh, what a trip.
I don't know what she did.
That's my mom.
Well, I did go back to school one day. I go back and tutor. And I just love it. And I'm in the same school, and I work with underprivileged children. And when I leave at the end of the day, then I don't have to take worries. There was no...
You want me to come up there too?
Oh, I don't know. You want to say hi to the camera? Say hi, Grandma. We love you. This is Madison and Tanya, and there's baby Noah. We're so happy to be here. Can you say hi, Grandma? Oh. And there's Haley, Madison's big sister. Say happy birthday, Haley. Tell me happy birthday. And tell Grandma you love her.
Love you, Grandma. Love you, Grandma.
Noah, can you say I love you, Grandma?
Come to my birthday party? You gonna sing happy birthday? Oh.
Well,
Cindy, darling.
well.
Nice to meet you. I'm so happy you could be here. Where's the baby?
There she is right there. Gail's got her already.
We just want to say happy birthday to our grandmother who's been so loving and caring us for all these years.
All the things that you've done for us, Grandma, we really appreciate it. And we want to say we love you so much, and we hope that this party is really meaningful to you.
Hold up, Grandma. Hold up. You can do it. You only got a couple more hours.
Yeah.
Talk to you.
Love you, Grandma. Happy birthday. Daddy, you on camera? Daddy, you on camera? Smile at the camera. You got my dad too, do you?
People, people, people! Welcome! Welcome to the 75th birthday of Roberta Eleanor Dixon Wigman Stevens. My Mike, will you and Jeff bring Mom up here, please? We've looked forward to this, and we've planned this for a really long time. Now, in case you don't know me or recognize me, my name is Dick Dixon. I was born September 1st, 1944 at Lutheran Hospital, close to where my mother was staying at the time. And she's coming forward right now. Mom, we are just thrilled to have gathered here. Family, relatives, friends. There are relatives here that I've not seen in over 20 years that have never met my children. And it's just a pleasure, and we're really glad that we could do this, get together. I just hope it'll be a really relaxed time and a time to build memories, a basket full of memories for all of us. We start this meal. I'm going to ask my brother Larry if he just lift this time to the Lord in prayer. Larry, would you?
Would you bow with me? Heavenly Father, indeed this is a time of celebration. This is the time of the year we all gather together as your children to celebrate the birth of your Son. And today we gather together to honor and to celebrate the birth of my mother, friend to all, grandmother to some. Father, we thank you so much for the lives that we lead, the love that we'll share here today. May you bless us all, Father. We ask that you bless the food that we're about to partake of to the nourishment of our body. And be with us all. First in your Son's most holy and precious name that we pray. Amen.
And to get us started, I'd like to ask Mom, if she would, to introduce her children and their spouses.
A very proud moment for me to be able to introduce my children. Oh, this is just so different than I expected. This is so wonderful. I know you know that I'm overwhelmed by all these fancy decorations and my children coming from all over the United States, and to be here with me, and for all of you to be here with me too. But I would like to take this time to introduce my children to you, and many of you have, of course, heard me brag about them, so you won't be too surprised. But I would like to start with my daughter Bonnie Jean, and her husband, Dr. Robert Hutt. And they come from California, Arcata. And they have brought many of their family, which you will get to know later on. And of course, Bonnie being my first, she's always been very special. Sit down now. My second child, of course, is my Connie Ray. And of course, you know that I couldn't have done without Connie Ray in these last years. And her husband is Dr. Ronald Warwick, and he's sitting down at the end. They live in Deerfield, near Chicago, Deerfield, Illinois. And Connie has been the head guy around here when it comes to these plants. But they've all helped. Yes. Now you may sit down. Thank you. The third one here is my son and his wife, Dick Dixon, and Gail. And this is my missionary, who you've all heard me speak of, and is just home from New Guinea not so long ago. And Gail and Dick live now down in Bolivar, Missouri, which is not too far from Branson. So they have a lot of good times planned for me in the future. I'm very proud of my sons, all of them. Sit down. And now we have my Larry and his wife, Cheryl. And Larry's the only one that's stuck around to be near me. But they live in Troy, Illinois. And Larry is a supervisor for Illinois Bill. And I'm very proud of he and his wife, and their children too are here today. And last is my long-legged baby, my doctor, Robert Stevens, who is a clinical psychologist, and his wife, Amy. And they have come all the way from the East Coast in Blacksburg, Virginia. And they too they're all so special people. Thank you. Now, is that all right?
You are a very special mother and friend and grandma. And now I believe we have the toast, brother.
I'd like to propose a toast. We are here to celebrate 75 years in the life of someone who has affected all of our lives. We call her mother, for some mother-in-law. We call her aunt, cousin, friend. We know her warmth, her generosity, her good humor. She has spent many an hour preparing a party just as grand as this for us on many different occasions. And we feel that it's been a great honor to be able to prepare and plan this one for her. Mother, we love you dearly, and we wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you all. And have a good time now. But you're all special. Everyone's special. Thank you so much.
Bobby, we have a special one too. Helen's here.
Helen, my goodness gracious, came all the way from Florida to be with me. Oh, thank you, Helen, and all of you. Oh, good. I'm just overwhelmed.
We all have our meal now, but we have many fun family memorabilia type things, so just really enjoy yourself this afternoon. Mom, I want to take a minute now. We're just finished with the main part of our meal, and I'd just like you to share with us as you look out over all your friends here. What are you thinking? What's this mean to you?
Just like I said before, I'm just overwhelmed. I look and I see, I just can't believe it. My friends that from way in the past, my friends that I see day by day, my relatives that come from all over the United States, I just can't believe it that it's all together for me. You know, who would do this for me? And my children are just, they have just outdone themselves.
You know, I really appreciate what Bob said in his toast. You've planned a lot of parties for a lot of people, every bit as fancy as this party.
Oh.
And this is just a really special way, isn't it, Con?
It certainly is. Oh, nothing could compare to this, nothing. I will have memories of this party for the rest of my life, and I just thank you.
Of all the people that have come, who really surprises you? I mean, you know what?
Well, of course, all the out-of-town people. I mean, I just can't believe that they spent the money and took the time to come. But the one person I haven't seen for so long that played a big part in my life at one time was Victor Stephen.
Yes,
and I said
yes.
his coming was a real surprise.
And Helen.
And
Ryan.
Helen Hanna, of course, she's one of my dearest friends from the past, surprised me and came all the way from Florida.
You know, Mom, as I look at that table, my own mind just reels with memories of ribbon sandwiches and cashew nuts and little date eggnog and all the things you used to have us to do for the girls and the picture shows, and they're a special group.
Honey, I remember one time when I had my club together and Florence Cronin, now Bert Civic, was there, and you were a little fella, came up to the table, and you said, Why is Florence the dummy?
Oh, my goodness.
And that was dummy at bridge.
Bridge. Well, it's a special time for us to share with them, Mom, and a lot of memories.
There
Very
is.
special memories.
There is. And I don't want to neglect my new friends because in the last 10 years, I have made many friends that have been very supportive to me during the past years and have learned to grow into my life as well as my old friends.
You know, there's no way we could have included all your friends. We could only begin to bring just a small group of them together. If we'd have brought all your friends here, Mom, we'd have to have this whole hotel.
Well, I think we'd have at least had to have 2 or 3 more tables. But I just, honey, it's all so wonderful. And I just won't be able to thank anybody enough to let you know what it means to me. And
we wanted to get some of your thoughts.
Okay, thank you. They're like I keep saying, they're all special. My grandchildren, all a part of me, and I just
Actually,
love it.
You realize we've come coast to coast.
Yes.
California to Connecticut,
Right.
Delaware, Florida. We've come from Chicago,
Right,
north
right,
to south, east to
right.
west.
That's right. It's wonderful.
Folks, may I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Can I ask you to look back here, look right back here at the exit sign by the trees. Keep your attention focused back there, please. Three-quarters of a century's worth of sparklers, dear. You want to try? They won't go out. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, how wonderful.
Okay.
I want to try.
Well, they won't go out, dear. They won't go out. Yeah, right. Good try.
I have something to say. The reason why these candles are sparklers is because Mother made every 4th of July that I ever remember a truly spectacular affair. So we wanted sparklers for candles for Mother.
That is really good.
We have 2 cakes, so you don't have to worry.
Thank you, dear children. That was wonderful. I didn't know you could even light that many at one time.
You should have seen that, Mom. It took 7 guys and Mary Ann to do that.
The Milton cake.
I think what I'd like to do, they're going to be serving our cake now, but I think what I'd like to do is just reminisce here a minute with my mom. Mom mentioned that this is her missionary. Well, you know, missionaries deal in other languages, and Mom, I'd just like to tell you a little story while we're waiting on the cake to get out here. And I'm going to tell it to you in a language that I learned in Papua New Guinea. And the story you're going to know, and I think most people are going to hear, Emi go all same. Na you pala harim this pala story belong me. Emi story true. Me no giaman you. Me talk straight tas all. Em true pala story. All right, Emi go all same. Me lick yet. Me all same thing all same Haley. Me no big pala yet. Me lick tas all. All right. Now You me stop long house belong you me long this pala East St. Louis. All right. All right. Now long one pala day. True pala story. Long one pala day. One pala Puruman belong me two pala ego long one pala place belong play that's all. E time belong play. All right. Now me two pala ego long play. Now me pala come back. Now this pala Puruman am all same friend, huh? One pala one talk. One pala friend belong me. Me pala been go long place belong play that's all. I'm gonna tell you play come back. Now me carry him one pala dry pala piece. You sabi long piece. Dry pala piece. You sabi piece. He's awesome. Something he go long water. Now me carry him this pala one pala dry pala piece. Me come back. Now you look him. Now you ask him Dick. Dick, you kiss him this pala piece long one him hop. Now me out him this pala talk me back him. Me talk all same. Me yet me been hook him this pala. Me kiss him line. Now me hook him this pala. All right. Now you look him Dick. Now I think you think ay this pala picking in belong me. I mean he talk straight or I mean giam and me lick. All right, now me all work him this fella talk he go along you. All right, now me go he work him something along this fella piece belong cook him, huh? We like cook him now eat him this fella piece. Now time me work him this fella something belong piece. You come now you talk Dick, talk him straight along me. Who's that he hook him this fella piece? Now me savvy I think you savvy Dick you know hook him. All right now you ask him Dick you been hook him this fella me talk. True mama me been hook him this fella piece. Now you talk oh no God. Puruman belong you. Emi out him talk straight. Long Tumbuna belong you. Now Tumbuna and grandma, now grandpa. Now Puruman belong me. Stop long this pala room. Long this pala time. Long today. All right. Behind me saw him you long this pala. All right. Now you talk Dick. You been giamming me. You been talking lig lie. Come along me. Now you must go up. Now rouse him trousers belong you. Now wait. By me kiss him stick DY. You say belong stick DY. Him something long fight him ass belong picking in belong you. Belong straight him talk belong in. All right. Now you saw me go on top long house. Now long one fella room. Now me wait. Now before too long me harim. Mama he come now. Now he cut him stick DY belong fight him ass belong me. Belong on him. Me no talk straight long this fella's story. All right. Then me come now fight him ass belong me now. Me cry now. Or same. Long this fella's story. He true fella's story. Long one fella day. David and I and my cousin David is right back there with his wife and his father. David and I went to Grand Marias State Park. And at Grand Marias State Park, there were a lot of men fishing. And one fella caught a huge bass, and he gave it to us. He just said, here, you all take that. And we took it home, and when I got home, I did what all good children do. I told my mom we caught this thing. Well, David had gone home, and he didn't know what I was going to say, and he told Grandma and Grandpa, we didn't catch it, but a guy gave it to us, and a phone call straightened the whole thing out. And I want my nieces and nephews to know, it never pays to lie. Don't lie. My back end came up, all the same nose belong Rudolph. You say belong Rudolph, the red nose? All right. Now, mom me out in this fella's story belong something belong memory belong you. One time, Puerto Rico belong me David. We haven't seen each other, Dave and I, since probably 1974 before for 20 years. Been a long time.
I remember that day.
Do you remember, Dave? All right.
That was me, honey.
I just want you to know I've never held that against you. I know you were trying to be honorable. Celebrated Connie's 50th birthday, and I was going through her cards. This was just in September. Connie and I are only 11 months apart. I always enjoyed that because for 17 days we were the same age, and I could tell all her boyfriends I was as old as she was. And now everybody thinks I'm a lot older than she is. But at any rate, I was going through her birthday cards, and one of the cards on the front of it was a picture of a woman, and it said, "This is Florence." Florence is very, very, very old. Her teeth are beginning to fall out. She doesn't think too clearly anymore, and she smells a little strange. Do you know the difference between you and Florence? You open up the card, and it says, a little less than 3 years. I'll fill you in later, Mom. That's not as good as the one that Bob got, though. Bob got one the other day. His birthday. Do you remember Bob? Brother Bob? Yeah. Brother Bob got a birthday card the other day. Had a picture of a baby on the front of it. Big smile, baby with a big smile, said, "Hey, I wanted to tell you a joke so funny that it would make all your hair fall out." You open the card, it says, "Oh, I saw you already heard that one." Okay. We're going to be giving a table prize for each table. And I think we might get going. We have 8 tables involved in the head table. I already know who's going to win the one at the head table. But let's start with Kim. Let's start with your table. No, let's not, because you're not maybe all there yet. We'll wait. Let's go to Cindy's table, and Patty and you folks back there. And I'm going to ask that table for the one who knows what Grandma has established as collectibles are things that she has collected as hobbies. 2 things in the last 20 years. The first one at that table that can tell me what 2 things in the last 20 years Grandma has collected as a hobby will win your table prize. Think carefully. I think, no, it's got to be 2. You can try, you can guess, but there are 2 things especially. Patty?
We know one.
Okay, that's real good. That's real good. And we're gonna give the prize. We're gonna give the prize to Patty. It's on the table there. Grandma has an enormous collection of teddy bears. She has more teddy bears than Walmart, Kmart, and Venture all put together. And Marcy knows, because Marcy sees those teddy bears probably more than any of us. But it's a beautiful collection, and we know someday we're going to build a museum to hold them all. Okay, she had photographs. Mom has kept an incredible collection of photographs of her family. We really appreciate them. Whenever we go to visit Mom, it's to the photograph case, and all of the years of our lives are cataloged in those photographs. A very, very special thing Mom has done for us children. Other things that Mom has collected through the years, besides children and grandchildren, include Cabbage Patch dolls. I don't know. How many here have ever received a Cabbage Patch doll from Grandma? I'm sure there are many here who have received Cabbage. Other things are coffee mugs. Coffee mugs, yeah. But we want to have some fun this afternoon, and from time to time, you'll have an opportunity at your table to see who can get the prize. You know, one of the dynamics that is going on here right now that is really precious is the linking up of family of these little members that are seeing each other for the first time and for years henceforth will be reminded of Grandma's 75th birthday when they met cousin so-and-so from halfway across the country. And young people, look at Uncle Dick or Cousin Dick or however you refer to me. Look at me right now. All you little ones, all you young people, look at Uncle Dick right now. We love you. We're really glad that you're a member of our family. You're a member of a dynamic, powerful family. We've been all over the world. We represent all kinds of jobs and positions, and we're really glad that you are born into our family, all you young people. We're going to do some things that we hope you will remember, maybe do for us someday. But, Mom, what we want to do are recall some memories, have some really special times. I know we're waiting for some to come back in. I'm into birthday cards. I think that the greatest birthday card that I ever saw, it was a story card. You know, these story cards, lots of pages in it. And this was a story card. It was called The Story of Winfield Williams. It says, it was a story about not trying to make excuses or hide how old you really are, you know. And it says, this is the story of Winfield Williams. He was celebrating one of those birthdays, one of those big ones that ends in a 0, you know. And Winfield looked at himself and he says, gee, I'm physically out of it. And so, you know, overweight. And so he decided to join a health spa. And he's approaching his birthday. He joins the health spa. He loses 15 pounds. He says, I got to get into a nutritional program. So he gets into a nutritional program and really spiffs up his insides, you know. He's really zinging along. And he's looking in the mirror and he thinks, gee, a toupee, maybe a facelift, you know, a tummy tuck, some of these things. And so he's going through this process of change. He's changing. And he goes for his final fitting of his toupee. He walks out, toupee, muscles, toned up inside and out, walks out, crossing the street, he's struck by a truck. He's laying there, right in the middle of the street with his dying breath. He says, God, why did you let this happen to me? God says, sorry, Winfield, I didn't recognize you. And moving right along with table prizes, we'll move over here to the famous Triple G group. Anybody going to tell us what Triple G stands for? All right. I'll have to put that over the mic, sweetheart. This is the secret divulged now. We're going to divulge this secret. All we ever heard all of our years was this is the Triple G group. It's the Goofy Goon Girls. I present to you. Okay, your table prize goes this way. Grandma was born in 1918. Who at your table was born closest to 1918 without going over 1918? No. All of you were born in 1918? How many born in 1918 at your table? Just one. Okay, cheers. Okay. That's great. Now, we're going to have some presentations, and Mama, we just want you to sit there, enjoy. Let's not worry too much about the kids. This is their time, too. If they want to run around a little, that's fine. But we're going to start with Bonnie's family, and they'll come now and share their time with us.
Roberta Bobby Stevens was born on Saturday, December 21st, 1918. On the day of Bobby's birth, in the headlines,
U.S. celebrates Germany's surrender as World War ends.
President Wilson sails to Europe as head of peace delegation.
First U.S. troops return from Europe.
British and American troops begin occupation of Germany.
this day in history.
On December 21st, 1620, the Mayflower puts ashore at Plymouth Rock, Massachusetts.
And on December 21st, in 1898, scientists Pierre and Marie Curie discover the element radium.
On December 21st, 1937, Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs premieres in Los Angeles.
People who share Bobby's birthday.
1804, Benjamin Disraeli, Prime Minister of England.
1935, Phil Donahue, TV host.
1937, actress Jane Fonda.
In the year 1918,
Garden of Allah, painted by Maxfield Parrish, was the cover of a tin candy box.
Raggedy Ann doll introduced to promote Raggedy Ann stories by John Gruhl, who first created the doll and stories for his sick daughter.
And Till We Meet Again was the favorite song.
And in the Oval Office was President Woodrow Wilson.
Bobby, some notable women your age are Ann Landers and her twin sister, Abigail Van Buren. Dear Abby. And here are some facts and figures from the year of your birth. The population of the U.S. in 1918 was 103 million. 103,208,001.
And a three-bedroom home cost $3,325.
Income was $1,106.
The price of a new Ford was $525.
Was 25 cents.
And a loaf of bread was only a dime. A gallon of milk cost 54 cents.
And a first-class postage stamp was only 3 cents.
I'm Bob, and I would like to thank my fellow reporters, John, Bonnie, Sierra, Ashley, Tanya, Kim, and Tracy.
Hi. It's really wonderful to be here, to be among friends and family, and to honor my mother. Mom, in California, we have a tradition. We've been doing this for about 15 years. And we write poems on each person's birthday. Each member of the family writes a poem expressing how they feel about their brother or sister or parent. And we call them heart songs. They don't have to rhyme. Some do and some don't. But these are expressions from our heart. And I'd like to begin with Bob, and we will move through the family. I'll introduce each one.
Okay, let's begin with Ashley. This is still dress rehearsal here. We'll start with the youngest, Sierra.
There once was a dove who brought all the love that made up the grandmas, who made up the moms, who made up the kids, and that's how a family was made. So on this very day, we're celebrating for you, and today is your day. I love you, Grandma. Happy birthday.
I'm Ashley. And for my dear grandmother, Bobby. Here we gather in the name of our hearts, reaching out gently as we've moved apart. All over the world and throughout the skies, we honor our roots and see with our eyes. Dancing and feeling, our minds and mouths keep us busy. With all of the magic, things can get dizzy. Rooting and shouting, we light up the room. Crawling to walking to traveling to the moon, we bloom. Fortunately for you and for me, it was she who helped us to be. The special time when seasons took a change in rhyme. Cutie Bobby, a winter baby arrived for Carl and Eleanor. What a score. Cutie Bobby, teenage honey, met hers, arrived lovebirds. Adlai Dixon loves Bobby, and they had their precious trio, Bonnie, Jean, Dickie, and Connie Ray. They love their babies each moment and every day. Though as life must move on and moments play their role, so death took its mysterious toll. Time moves quickly, churn, churn. Mother Bobby strides forward to learn. Harold happened too, brought Larry and Robert through. And as a tree grows leaves, we know and believe that our family is ever growing and green. Feelings and emotions smooth over cool in this large family pool, where always stewing and brewing, we blend and join one another in harmony.
I don't know how I'm going to follow that one. G is for Grandma, who says I love you, and R is for rainbows up in the sky, and A is for the angels who surround us all, and N is for now, let's enjoy, and D is for dear, because that's what you are, and M is for my mom, who you had to have me, and A is for all of us gathered here today, and that spells Grandma, happy birthday my way.
Grandma, always there to show you care in every way of every day. As you can see, God blessed me to have given me a grandmother who is like no other. Today we celebrate her birth, 75 years upon this earth. She deserves the best of everything, so let us sing and show her just how much we love her a whole bunch. Happy birthday, Grandma. We love you.
Well, I'm not as elegant as everyone else, but I have to take this time to at least say happy 75th birthday from your grandson, Johnny, and I love you so very much.
I didn't prepare anything either, Grandma, with 3 little ones running around. But you know how much I love you and how many special events that we've spent together, like the birth of Claire, my first daughter, that you got to be there. That was so special. And you have a bond with me that's similar to the way I feel about Mother, because you were always there for me when I was younger and throughout my life. And you know how much I love you.
The usual procedure in our family when we share these is to put our poem or our statement into a card and hand it to the honoree and let them look at the card and then read what we've written. So, Bobby, this is your card. On the front it says, "A mother is not a person to lean on, but a person to make leaning unnecessary." Bobby, I met Roberta Stevens in 1962. So long ago, but the time just flew. She was younger then than Bonnie is now, which only serves to show us how age is only a relative measure. A timeless spirit is heaven's treasure. Bobby is a good sport at work or play, helping another to find the way, able to stay young at heart, participate and do her part, carefree and joyful with games and fun, sitting at a table or basking in the sun. She has a warm heart, an active mind, striving to help, be cordial and kind, always gracious and loving to me, with acceptance and generosity that is thoughtful and sincere, consistent with each passing year. Bobby is willing to listen and speak, trying to know the truth we all seek, using her wisdom to communicate and native intelligence to elucidate. Strength of character sees her through to a clear and well-formed point of view. So here's to Roberta, my mother-in-law, known best these days as just Grandma, affectionately sharing with us all as we feel and hear a loving call to enjoy this special celebration and honor her birth with jubilation.
It was right before Christmas in 1918 that Bobby Wigman appeared on the scene. She came unexpected, was welcomed and loved, considered a gift from heaven above. She grew up on Post Place, a lively tomboy, and brought her parents undeniable joy. At 15, she met the man of her life. At 19, she became Adlai Dixon's wife. Then came the babies, 2 girls and a boy, and more undeniable joy. Fate dealt a blow, and Adlai died. Bobby was crushed and cried and cried. But life rolls along, and time has its way, and Bobby met Harold one wonderful day. They married and had Larry and Bob. Bobby held court, and Harold held a job. The children grew strong, willful, and free, marrying and multiplying rapidly. Bobby grew brighter and bolder and older, and a little bit wider and wiser and older. Today, we have gathered to celebrate her birth, a mother of courage, endurance, and mirth, a woman of wonder, a friend loyal and true. We've gathered to show you and tell you, Mom, we all love you.
That's a tremendous start on memories. Mom, one of your friends handed me this card here just a moment, Marie. And she says here, Bobby, so you're having a birthday. Sakes alive. I just can't believe you are 75. But you have been known to kid us before. You don't look a day over 74. I'm going to really get into this birthday card thing. Marie? Really sweet. Okay, let's do table prize. Amy Midkiff's table. Here's what we got for you. Mom has 20 grandchildren. Who has the closest at your table to 20 grandchildren, either side of 20? You can go over or under. Amy, you do? How many, dear?
Oh, I can't count them. I have 9 grandchildren, about 10 great-grandchildren.
All right. Okay. Amy gets the table prize here. Amy's son David and I grew up together, and that is a special woman in my life. Dave and I went all through Boy Scouts together, camped all over Illinois, and Amy, I'm glad you got that prize. I didn't even figure that out, but I'm glad you got it. We're going to ask Connie's family to come now.
First of all, I just want to introduce my family. This is my husband, Ron, and our daughter, Kelly, is not here with us today because she lives in Houston, and she is the proud mother of identical twin boys who have just reached the, let's see, I guess they weigh about 8.5 pounds now, and she didn't think that she could travel with twins. So she sends her love and wishes she were here. But we do have our sons and our daughter-in-law with us. This is Tom. He is the oldest. And Jeff, he is my youngest. Mary is Tom's wife. So I just wanted you to know who everyone is before we give our little talk to Mom.
And Kelly is our oldest, who is 1 year older than Tom, who is not here.
Grandma, you have a way of making everyone happy, so we'd like to share some of those happy memories with you. And we call this Happiness Is.
Happiness is having a mother who plans picnics in the winter. She lets you roast hot dogs and marshmallows until they're gooey and hot. Where? Well, in the living room fireplace. Where else?
Happiness is having a mother-in-law who has projects for you every time you come to... projects for you every time that you come to visit, but has absolutely no tools to do it.
Happiness is having a grandmother who takes you to church with her and introduces you to the whole congregation one by one.
Happiness is having a grandma take you to the Admiral in St. Louis and buying you a sailor hat and letting you think you're the captain of the ship.
Happiness is having a grandma who thinks she's so famous, she signs her name on $2 bills and gives them to all of her grandchildren.
Happiness is having a mother who takes you to eat lunch at an elegant tea room in St. Louis, and then shopping and buys you lots of clothes, and lets you skip school to do it.
Happiness is having a mother-in-law who, after a full day being out and everybody being starving, is able to come into the kitchen and within 20 minutes put a massive meal on the table and have it all piping hot.
Happiness is having a grandmother who teaches you how to play cards and lets you win.
Happiness is having a loving, caring grandma by your side when you have the worst earache of your life. Then she nurses you back to health in no time.
Happiness is having a grandma who takes you to Six Flags and lets you ride all the roller coasters until you get sick.
Happiness is having a mother who makes everything an event, like at Easter time, when all the Easter eggs are dyed and the baby chicks are too.
Happiness is having a mother-in-law who is the queen. However, thank God, she only reigns for a week at a time.
Happiness is having a grandmother treat you to Chinese dinners and splurge on 2 poo-poo platters.
Happiness is waking up in the morning while visiting grandma and having an unlimited supply of baked cinnamon toast for a feast. Thanks for helping a growing boy get his fill.
Happiness is having a grandma who lets you buy firecrackers, light them with a cigarette, and blow things up with them, including your hand.
Now on a more serious side, Mother, but I do want to thank you. So many happy times you have given all of us. I want to thank you for showing me how to have fun and to make things special for others. You have a way, Mother, of taking an ordinary day and making it a grand occasion or a special surprise for someone else. How lucky we were as children that we had a mother who played with us instead of sending us out to play. Like whether you were teaching us how to swim or float, fly a kite, pulling us in a sled through the snow, or making castles in the sand. Mother, what fun we had. But you know, I'm grateful for some other things too that I believe have made me who I am today. Like giving me praise and encouragement so that I have confidence and self-esteem, and for valuing my talents so that I believe that I have something to offer. Thank you for supporting me during the bad times as well as the good. I remember the nights you crawled in bed with me and held me in your arms and told me everything will be all right, and it was. I'm so glad you taught me to have a positive attitude and to have courage to press on in life. I remember your telling me, God will give you strength, and He does. Thank you for stressing forgiveness and not to let bitterness take its root. It made my life and relationships so much happier. Thank you, too, for modeling your life so that I learned compassion, integrity, and loyalty. And I'm especially grateful for all your hugs and your kisses and your words of endearment, because I always felt loved, and in turn, I can give love. You know, Mom, you often tell the story about when I was born, and you said they brought you the wrong baby. And you said, but, oh, they soon learned their mistake, and then they brought me you. Well, Mom, I'm so glad I belong to you. Thank you for blessing my life.
We are really having a special time, Mom, sharing these things, remembering. I won't be able to get too serious or I will cry, and that is all I will do. But there's a lot of you here who really pack a lot of memories for us. I shared with the Goofy Goon girls already. As I was sitting up here and watching them come in and sit down, my mind was just reeling off the activities that I participated in as a child growing up with these women. But there's other people here who you hold so many memories for us, Ken and Peggy here. And Ken, I will live maybe another 25 years to 3/4 of a century, but will I ever forget the day when Daddy Harold and I came to get the 1951 Pontiac convertible, which you were giving your friend and godson, Dick Dixon, and drove that home. I want you to know, later on, I don't know how many years I drove that, Ken, but had it all painted at Earl Shives, you know. Wow, you know, new rag top. And later gave that to Larry. Larry drove it. And but all of you, so many, many memories. As we remember these things with Mom, we're remembering with you too a lot of things that are real special to us. What a wonderful time. And now, you know, I'm going to ask all the grandchildren and great-grandchildren to come up here on stage with me. All of you grandsons and granddaughters and great-grandchildren. Would you come up here on stage? And I'd ask the grandsons to take the back row and the granddaughters to take the middle row and the great-grandchildren to stand right in front. Now, they're not all here, but a bunch of them are here. And, Mom, we've asked them to do some memory songs that you might know that what you gave us as an inheritance we have given to them. I'm going to ask the great-grandchildren here to start. I'm going to give this mic to Ryan here. And Ryan, will you all do your preparation here? These are great-grandchildren.
Oh, I hurt my knee, but I won't cry. Santa Claus is coming by and by.
All right, granddaughters. We want to hear from the granddaughters. And Mom, how many more would there be yet? Are you all really? You, Talisha and Kelly. Okay, so there are just a few, but man, it'd sure be good to get some photos of this. Get these grand. Okay, turn over.
Oh, say, why, girls, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies three, climb up my apple tree, slide down my rain barrel, into my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends, forevermore, more.
We got one more, but you did an outstanding job.
I've got a pretty face and I've got a cute figure. Stand back, boys, till I get a little bigger.
Thank you. Okay, men to the front.
How much is that doggy in the window? Ruh, ruh. The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? Ruh, ruh.
That's wonderful. Okay. Thank you very much. You're done. And but you did an outstanding job. The Dixon girls can stay over here on this side of the stage. And sweetheart. Well, listen, babe. What do you say we haven't made a tape to Grandma in a while? We've been here in the jungle now, how many years?
Oh, a long time, 7 so years. It's been a while.
We've missed a lot of Grandma's birthdays, and, you know,
It's
she
gonna
loves
happen
these
pretty
tapes.
soon.
Yeah.
Have another birthday
What do you say we cut a tape to Grandma?
Oh, that's a good idea. The girls will love it.
Okay, let's get going here.
Oh, you're all set?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Here we are in the jungle.
Yeah, Dick and Gail in the jungle talking to you again.
Yeah, we know Christmas coming up. We know that means your birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mom.
Sure hope the girls come. Girls will come in, Mom. They're all outside
Yeah,
playing.
I sure hope they come in pretty soon.
Oh, here's Christy. Hi, sweetheart. We're making a tape to Grandma. You wanna talk to Grandma on the tape?
Yeah, it's going. You just go ahead, right ahead and talk to her.
I wrote about the alligator almost ate Joy in the river.
Oh, yeah, that's a neat story.
Thanks a lot. That sounds good. Thanks, Christy.
Yeah, let's talk about the crocodile almost ate Joy in the river. We got to put that.
We can't put that. Your mother, she'd send out the
Rewind that thing.
Guard.
Why, if she heard
Erase
that, Mom heard that, she'd make us come home.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, Mom, everything's really safe here. No problems. Days come and go, just like
girls
always,
are
Mom.
having a ball. I hope they come by and talk to you here.
Yeah, we really want you to talk. Oh, here comes Joy, Mom.
Joy, yeah.
Hi, sweetheart. We're making a tape to Grandma. You wanna say something?
Yeah, can I ask her, Grandma, is it true that girls in America have to wear shirts? Mama said that girls in America have to wear shirts all the time, but I can't stand them.
Oh, yeah, right, sweetheart. Well, you go play. And
Yeah, thanks for talking to Grandma,
Bye,
Joy.
Grandma. I love you.
Okay, sweetheart. Oh,
Take
good.
that.
Take that. Oh.
Grandma's gonna think we're just a bunch of
Good.
unruly kids that were raising our kids all wrong.
Okay, I got it erased. Yeah, Mom, we're just really having a great time here. We're getting ready for furlough.
Yeah, we're getting ready for furlough. The girls are learning all manners for America.
Let's
do it.
Oh, well, hon, we're just sitting here cutting for tape for Grandma. We were really hoping
hi,
you
Grandma.
could. Yeah, you want to talk? Go ahead, tell Grandma what's been going on.
Yeah. Oh, Grandma, you wouldn't believe it. Just yesterday, we took the stitches out of Dad's cut that he received from his latest spear fight. Can you believe it? It was so gross.
Italian, yeah, thanks. You need to take the laundry down before the rain.
Oh, yeah, true. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Yeah. Can you believe
Let's
that?
erase.
Take that
Let's just
off.
erase that
Yeah,
off.
right, yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, well, we sure do wish you happy birthday. It would have been nice if the girls could have come by and said a few things, but they've just been so busy. They're just having such a blast in the village.
Yeah, we don't understand it, Mom. They get out there and play and play, and they
yeah.
hardly want to come in, you know,
Yeah.
just swimming in the river and making.
But we know they love you, Mom, and they'd want to talk if they were just here.
Yeah, if we were there, we'd just really enjoy, you know, big birthday party and everything. We're just going to send this tape off. Maybe next time the girls will
Have a few words.
have a few words to say. Goodbye, Mom.
Bye,
we love you.
Bye.
Ah, the mail came.
I love mail day.
Let's let Christy open it. Christy, you go ahead.
It's your turn.
We haven't had mail in 6, 7
Just put it
weeks.
right
Man, this is
down
great.
here.
All right. Okay, what do we got here? Let's dump it right out there, sweetheart.
That's wonderful.
Great.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
man.
great. Look at that
Oh,
mail.
look at the mail we
One
got.
good thing about waiting 3 months.
Oh, I got a
is
letter
you
from
get
my
it.
best friend. Oh, good.
Oh, good. Hey, here's one from Uncle Ron, honey.
good.
Oh, Ron, we never hear from Uncle Ron.
I don't know. Who's it addressed to?
Me?
Oh, okay. That Ron. You never know.
Yeah, never know about
That Ron. What is that?
Ron. Always sending me those really neat things, Ron. Oh, let's see here. Wait.
Wait, what? Oh, who's this from?
Ron's always thinking about me. This from Grandma.
Oh,
They said tape from
I like a
Grandma.
tape.
Yeah, we got a tape from Grandma here.
She answers my question.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear and see what Grandma's got to say here.
She's not worried about this spear fight.
Yeah, I hope not.
Grandma.
Praise the Lord. A personal tape from New Guinea. This is Grandma. Greetings to you all, and I love you to pieces because I got a tape. And I love you to pieces when I don't get a tape. But oh, I am so happy today. I am sitting in my big chair in the living room and just finished listening to your 90-minute tape and decided that I'm going to immediately start to answer it. Now I gotta check.
This is an actual tape that we received in the jungles of Papua New Guinea in 1987. And Mom's done without these three many years. And so, Mom, we really appreciate what you've done in letting us do what God sent us to do. And it's just a joy true to be here and share this birthday with you. We love you. Let's do a table prize. I love these things. Jerry, let's go to your table. Is Jerry on? Where's Jerry? Did they? Okay. Marianne, let's do your table, okay? Mom has 5 great-grandchildren. Who has the closest at your table to 5 great-grandchildren either side, more or less?
4 natural and
Anybody closer than 4?
I have
11 is okay, and any others? Okay, we've got to use the 4 because that's the closest, okay? So that is your table prize. All right? Yes. Yes. Okay, thank you. And Marcy, we're going to use your table now. Mom had her last child at the age of 38. Who at your table is the closest to that age of having had their last child either side of 38? 37. All right.
39.
Oh, I love these. You know, as I was trying to work these things up, they said, what are you going to do if you're going to get a tie? I said, think fast. Okay, here's how you think fast. Pick a number between 1 and 10. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will have a consultation and present 2, because if you've had 1 at 37 and 39, that's just got to be too good to be true. Okay? That's okay. All right. We've got 1 for each of you. Okay. All right. We're going to hear from Larry now. And,
Did you think it was the whistling belly buttons that were next? Or? Very good. I don't do this well, and I'm not going to sing, and I'm all by myself. But the last time I tried this, I needed something to kind of sop up some stuff that tends to flow. So since I tend to be one of the emotional ones of the family, I mean, you know, there's somebody in this family has to be stable. So I think I got that from did I get it from you, Mom? There's a lot of memories as I look out. And being one of the younger, you know, each came in at a different level, each one of us did, and I see a lot of folks here that bring back a lot of memories. And I suddenly realized that senility has set in already, and I can't recall a whole bunch of them, so, but I do have some. And then my share of today is going to be to try to share a few of those with you. And it's going to be, it seems like yesterday, I was still the baby. Until Bob came along, and then no more pinched cheeks. So, it seemed like yesterday. I was sneaking to the top of the stairs on Post Place, and I was listening to the ladies at the bottom, and Evelyn Knapp, and Myrnie, and Lou, and Mom, and all I remember hearing was, "Oh, Bobby." And you know, it wasn't until years later that I figured out what "Oh, Bobby" meant. And it seemed like yesterday that you were picking me up from school on the back of a sled. You ever know what it's like to be picked up from grade school by your mother on the back of a sled? Especially when all your friends think it's so neat. You are neat. It seems like yesterday we were down in the Ozarks. And you were sitting around with Dad and Grandma and Grandpa Dixon and Aunt Dorothy, and we were sitting there, and all of a sudden, out of the still of the night comes, "I've been shot! I've been shot! I've been shot!" And that was Cousin David, who'd been playing the pinball machine wet with swimming trunks, who'd been shocked. Made quite an impression on me, Cousin David. Yep. Seems like yesterday I introduced you to the beautiful woman that was to be the center of my life. And it seemed like yesterday you arrived in Tucson to share the birth of our first newborn. And then to sit with us in the middle of the night while we waited for our son. And speaking of sons, it seemed like yesterday that we were watching the beautiful sunset in Hawaii. And I was telling you, "Yes, Mother, it is going to go down right there. Right there." I love you. Happy birthday.
We're going to hear from Bob and Amy's Bob and Amy here shortly. But just thought we might try to look at some outer-towners. Who has come from out of town to be here with us? And just name some states and some areas. Gene? Texas? California? Some others from out of town? Helen? From Florida? Virginia? Delaware? Chicago. that's out of town, all right. Okay. We think that's a marvelous thing that you all have traveled, come in with us. Let's do the table prize at your table, Dave. Cousin Dave, at your table, the table prize will be awarded this way. Whoever first can tell us Grandma's favorite color. Wow. What is it, Jeff? All right. Okay. That is a well-informed grandson. Yeah. Okay, we're going to turn it over to... Okay, you want to do yours? Okay, Kim, where's Kim? Okay, Kim, your table. Whoever can tell us first at your table, Mom's favorite toothpaste and bath soap, bar soap.
We got a stumper here.
Zest and what's the toothpaste? Say Colgate. All right, Kim. Okay. We'll go ahead and do the head table, and then we'll have all these table prizes, I believe, either way. Okay, head table. You don't get this one. I worked on this. Didn't take me long to come up with this one, really, folks. Of all of Mom's children, who was always considered the most well-behaved? Okay, we're going to just do what we always do over these kind of things. We're just going to fight over it till somebody finally gives in and lets me have it, okay? Okay, Bob.
Well, I'd like to start by introducing some of my family to you. This is Haley, and this is Madison. We're really happy to be here at Mom's birthday party. I'd like to introduce my wife, but she seems to have disappeared. Well, perhaps she'll show up in a minute or two. Actually, we spent some time trying to think what would we do as a way of remembering our life and our times with Mom. And one of the first things that occurred to me, I think you will be able to appreciate, it was I thought we'll do a skit about doing skits. Because if there's anything that Mom likes, is to see her children perform. And she certainly has accomplished that over her time, hasn't she? We've got a family full of hands. In a good way, though, I mean that only. So I also realized that if I was to do a skit about doing skits, I would kind of be poking fun not only at Mom, but at all of us. And I thought, that doesn't work. We need something here that we can express how much we love Mom and at the same time have a little fun at her expense. So we sat down as a family, and I said to the family, what's the first thing you think of when you think of Grandma, or Mom, as the case may be? Haley, what'd you say? Candy. Madison, what'd you say? Yeah, that's right. And Amy said, and I'm sorry I have to speak for her, she said good food, good times, and we pretty much all came back to a theme that, unfortunately, all my brothers and sisters, who get to go first because they're older, stole the theme from me, and that's just how much fun Mom is. She's fun, makes everything a lot of fun to do. In my life, this has come back many times, and I can think of it from things as mundane as watching late-night TV shows with a box of Geno's pizza rolls and a little 6-inch Coke. Even that, Mom could make a great time, but of course there's been many more elaborate times than that. There's been trips to Six Flags, fantastic 4th of Julys, as Connie mentioned, scavenger hunt parties, almost anything you can think of that a kid would want to do, Mom has done with us, and with me in particular. Being a baby in the family, I've gotten, in some ways, the joys of a large family, and at the same time, a chance to be pretty special with Mom because I was the only one left around. Anyway, what we wanted to share with you today was the fact that Mom's being a child at heart, and indeed that's what she is, continues. And in fact, the passing of years and the replacement of most of her natural joints has not kept Mom from being a child at heart, has not slowed her down hardly at all. And what we'd like to show you is a scene that takes place at my house 2 or 3 times a year when Mom comes to visit. And boy, do we love to have her come visit. Typically, this starts out with me picking her up at the airport and driving her back to Blacksburg, Virginia from the airport. It's about a 45-minute drive. Sometimes the girls are with me at the airport, and sometimes they're not. But one of the very first things that happens once Mom gets there, with her big suitcase full of joy and full of fun, is we sit down and we open it up. Oh, and here comes Mom now. Let me help you with that. Have a seat, Mom. Have a seat. We're so happy to have you with us. So great to be
My suitcase. Bring my suitcase right down here in front of me.
Oh, sure. Right away. Oh.
Open it up. Okay, let's see what Grandma's got for everybody. I brought you a few things here today. Just brought a few things, girls. This is not one of my big visits. This is not going to be a lot of things. I brought you a few things here. Let's see what we got here today. Okay. I brought you a little box of crackers here. You know, little. I brought you each a couple of cookies. I brought you each a little Tootsie Roll. And I brought you each a sucker. Haley, run and get me my purse.
Grandma, it's on you.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, now, I brought you each a $20 bill. Now, this is for you. You can do whatever you want to with this $20. Here's your $20, Haley. Here's your $20, Madison. You can do whatever you want to. But, Haley, with yours, we're going to go to Taco Bell. And Maddie, with yours, we're going to go to Hardee's for fried chicken. But you can do whatever you want to with that $20. I thought she'd really like this for the front door.
I think she'll like that.
Yeah.
Mom.
Tell her it won't hurt my feelings that she doesn't put it up, but I thought it was in her taste, so. Okay. And Bob, I brought you these washcloths because I hate your thick washcloths. I like these little. Okay. Now, girls and Bob, gather around here. On my way here, I made out a little list of what we might do while I was here. Hey, Maddie, go get my glasses.
Grandma, there aren't enough of you.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow, the first thing I like to do, I brought these blank videotapes. I want to take a video picture of you girls performing. Madison, Grandma wants you to do cheers for her. It would make Grandma very happy for you to do cheers for her on the tape tomorrow. Haley, it would make me very happy if you could do some fencing on the tape for me. Okay, that brings us to Monday. Monday, Bob, it would make me very happy if on Monday we could go to the beach.
Mom, you know it's about 5 hours over at the beach.
Well, it would make me very happy. Okay, Tuesday, Haley, I brought you a few fireworks. Don't let them go off in your hand. These are what we're going to do on Tuesday. Fireworks. Okay. We're also going to go to a movie with the girls. Now, they can see whatever they want to, but we're going to see Home Alone 4. Okay. Wednesday, if it snows, I brought along my toboggan so we can go sledding.
Mom, do you think you really should with your gifts?
No problem. And if it doesn't snow, that's okay, because I've taken up horseshoes. We'll go play horseshoes. Is that okay, girls? Fine. Let's see. And next one. All right, that brings us to Thursday. Thursday's my day. I've set aside to knit Christmas sweaters for all 86 of my immediate relatives. Friday, Haley, I thought you and I could play a little football. I brought along my mouthpiece. Oh, that takes care of Friday. Saturday, of course, is the day we fly kites. Addie, you hold the kite for Grandma. And then that brings us to Saturday evening, where I've organized the square dance party for all the people in the neighborhood. Now, girls, I know you've always wanted a pet, so Grandma brought you along a little pet. Grandma likes to bring pets into the house and just die a day later. And then that's the week, and it'll seem like I just got here.
Mom, I don't know if we can fit all this in.
I think we can fit this in. This is no problem.
Well, I don't know if we'll get around to it or not, Mom, but I do know there's one other thing there in the suitcase that you brought us. I noticed it's something you bring us every time you come. And in case you haven't figured it out, this is my wife, Annie. Mom, I could only do this with someone who is as good a sport as you are about everything. I hope... well, I have to attribute the great acting to Amy. And of course, we've picked up on a few of your nuances of behavior. But we love them, Mom. And what this represents is the kind of energy you put into making it a good time for my kids and for me. And that's what you've done all my life. And I love you dearly. Happy birthday.
That was worth the whole show. Outstanding. But we've saved the best for last because we want to hear from some of you on Mom's behalf. I know that some of you have gone to a lot of effort to come, and you may have something that you just want to share from your heart to the group, to Mom. Just share what you're thinking. Cindy, I know that you wanted to say something. Cindy, you come now.
This is a tribute. Can you hear me? This is a tribute from Marguerite's side of the family. A tribute to Aunt Bobby. Another one of Aunt Bobby's parties, we'd say. We simply couldn't wait until that day when we'd head to Post Place with a smile on our face. And as I recall, we always had a ball. Oh, Bobby's parties were always so cool. We'd head straight back to the swim pool. How we loved to play and splash until it was time for us to dash over to all the wonderful games. I forget all their names, but it was always so much fun. And when they were all done, there was all that great food to suit our every mood. Yes, Bobby gave such a great party, and her welcome was always so hearty. We could always tell that she liked us quite well. We remember with much gratitude her wit and cheerful attitude. With twinkling eyes and cheery smile, she always went the extra mile to make children feel at home, even though we were loud and did roam. We didn't have to do a lot of guessing to know that Bobby thinks children are a blessing. As the years have gone past, many memories still last. Though we children seem to take it for granted, there were many good seeds that Bobby had planted. To value children, family, and the Lord, we have learned. Our aunt, great-aunt, and great-great-aunt, our respect you have earned. So now we gather to honor you in this special way, this room full of people who love you more every day. God has granted you many good years. Congratulations, much love, and 3 cheers.
Helen has come from Florida, and I know that she wants to greet Mom.
You know, you said you'd save the best to last. That's ridiculous. The best has already been performed, and it was marvelous to see Bobby's family and to know how much they appreciate her because she deserves it. I've known Bobby for, oh my God, 62 years, or maybe 63, well, whatever. I was 11 or 12. And Marion has known her longer, but she's decided to let me talk about it. We've had a lot of fun with Bobby and our Goofy Goon girls. She didn't always share the same jokes that we did. We'd have to explain them to her. But we had a good time with her anyway, and we always enjoyed being with her, of course. But before that, right after I met Bobby, she used to have me come to her house on Post Place, and she wanted me to play like I was her baby. I mean, you know, Bobby thought about babies, knew about babies, oh, a long time before I knew about babies. But she wanted me to be, and I don't know if when you lived there, there was a bedroom upstairs, and there's like a blanket closet and drawers underneath, and I don't know if it was still there. Okay. She used to pull the drawers out and make steps and make me go to bed in that closet and close the doors and tell me to behave. And I was 12 years old. Well, anyway, it was just fun. It was just fun being with Bobby. There are a lot of things that I could share with you, but we don't have time. But Bobby, I do love you, as you know. I always have, and I always will. And it's nice to know that everybody loves you as much as they do.
So precious. I love you all.
I remember that closet. Connie and Bonnie used to lock me in that thing. They didn't even let me climb up the stairs. They threw me in there. Now I know Dolly. Dolly wants to say hi.
Bobby, I represent your cart playing friends. And you know we're all grateful for the invitations, and we love you dearly. Happy, happy birthday.
And the last 10 years especially have been so supportive with all my surgeries and all the time that I've had to be part of my children that live so far away. And I am so grateful to all of you for the happiness and support that you've given me.
Is there anybody here who has ever beat Mom in bridge? She says that she wins all the time. Right here. Now the truth comes out. I have just taught my 13-year-old to play canasta for the very first time, and Grandma's coming on the 23rd to be with us through the Christmas holidays. So I said, you just get ready, because Grandma's going to whip your socks off. Right. Sandra?
Is this okay? For those that may not remember, my mother, who's deceased, Evelyn Hardknapp, and Bobby were high school friends. So Bobby has known me since before I was born. And I can't remember how many times my mom would say, "You're just like Bobby." And so, and I remember Bobby. This room today is about the Bobby I remember. That a party, but first of all, her family first, and then her friends, and a party, and a balloons, and of course, delicious food. And I just can't even remember how many parties I've been to at your homes throughout all these years. But Bobby, you're like a second mother, and I just wanted to tell you I love you and happy birthday.
I'd like to ask Jeff and Tom to bring Grandma's chair right down front here, and I'd ask Larry if you and Bob would escort Mom down at this time. We definitely want to save some time for just some sharing, some coffee drinking, but we want Mom right down here where y'all can enjoy some time with her and she with you, and just pray that just a quarter of a century from now we can do this again. If Mom's family would, the immediate family would just join me here on the stage right now. And after this special closing, please take time to visit with us.
We have a special tribute to give to Mom at this time. This is our grand finale. On the second time around, we would like all of you to join us in this song. This is a very special song that expresses our heartfelt feelings toward Mom, and we know that this is a very special song to her as well. Ready? We'll be loving you always with the love that's true, always. When the things you plan need a helping hand, we will understand, always, always. Days may not be fair, always. That's when we'll be there, always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. All of you sing now. We'll be loving you always with the love that's true, always. When the things you planned need a helping hand, we will understand, always, always. Days may not be fair, always. That's when we'll be there, always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. Thank you very much.
No, don't I talk loud. I just want you to know that my cup runneth over. And I thank you all in every possible way there can be thanked. And Merry Christmas to you all. And God has been so good to me. Amen.
Okay, we started with prayer. Let me close with prayer. Father God, it's an awesome thing, the life that you've given us, to create us in your image, to give us family, to give us purpose, and to give us meaning. God, I just thank you for what you've done here tonight.
Unbelievable. Only one thing would have made it nicer than that is if Jackie could have been here and loved this. She just would have loved it. Just would have loved it. I wish she could have, and you know she would have at that wedding. I will, and... Did you think she looked like her mother? I told her that. That's what... You can't... No, not exactly. But she do. She do. Only thing your hair is shorter. Right. Yeah, I had to go over and talk to Marion and Cleo and... Yes. Oh, yeah.
good family. Both ends.
Yeah, right. Speaking of you and Bonnie, when you were in Carbondale doing your plays, I thought, boy, you guys haven't lost your touch. And your daughter.
This single.
I have a daughter in Carbondale.
Bobby, don't worry about it. Too late.
Hey, Bob. One thing we forgot to report on.
Well, honey, you have a lovely birthday.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Just get one load and get it up. Yeah.
Okay. That's better. Even tomorrow. Leaving tomorrow morning. He's getting up there. He's getting better though.
Yeah, we will. We're taking off Sunday. Oh, yeah. And then we fly through Phoenix, Arizona, and then we fly to San Francisco where our car's waiting, and then we drive down to Arcata. Oh, yeah. Alameda County. Yeah, that's only 5 or 6 hours from where we live. Where do you live? We don't have too far to go, huh?
Your daughter is.
Well, she was county quarantine, and for 5.5 years, she's just given it up in July. And
Yeah, we're getting all the video.
We'll have to ask her.
Yeah, well, I knew that
Please go on.
I think Christy would just be very interested in something like that because she's so active and well coordinated, you know. And if we could get her into something like that, she'd really like it. But the only thing is, you know, it's hard when they
Well, Mother, this is the end to our very perfect day, our very perfect party that we planned. It could not have been a happier day for all of us.
Well, I know that you know what is in my heart, all of it. Every one of you, I just know that you know, because this is an experience that few people ever get to experience in their life, and I have been one of the fortunate ones. And because of you, because of all of you, that's the only way it could have happened.
No, Mother, this happened today because of you, and we love you.